What's up, everybody? Scott Jansen here. Welcome to my brand new advanced conversational hypnotherapy live training. I'm so excited that you're going to be checking out this quick video where I break down all the details that you need in order to enroll in the program, talk about all the hows, the whats, the whos, and the whens, and to also make sure this course and this training program is going to be the exact thing that you need moving forward as a hypnotherapist, coach, NLP practitioner, or even a healer. So what I want to do in this video is I'm going to explain all the things that you're going to be getting on this course, why this program was put together, the problems it's going to solve for you, and also, like I said, make sure it's the right fit for you. So let's go, let's dig into the details. Let's begin. The best place for us to start is for me to let you know exactly what this program is and also what this program is not. Now, a lot of people get confused by the name and they've got old associations when they hear the words like conversational hypnosis. And this is the first distinction I want to bring out. This is not a masterclass teaching you language patterns. This is not a masterclass teaching you the latest hypnotic induction. This is not a masterclass teaching you the regressions, the timeline, the eye closure, the imagination techniques. Why? Because it's been done over and over again. You can go to any so-called guru, any so-called trainer who claims to have the latest techniques available, but is really just regurgitating the old and tired strategies that everybody's teaching, but they've just really attached a fancy name to it. What this program is about is focusing on the therapeutic interventions to help your clients have extremely fast breakthroughs. And that's really what this program has been designed to do. And essentially, this is the way I really talk about it when I'm telling my students what it's about, which is I'm going to essentially be showing you how to turn sessions, multiple sessions with clients for any problem and any issue that they're having into singular session. It's really about speed training your therapeutic strategy when it comes to clients. I'm not interested in teaching you the latest hypnotic technique, the latest language pattern, the latest way to click your fingers and have your clients go into trance, because that's not what's going to get your clients results. We're going to be focusing on the actual therapy itself. Now, a lot of you guys would know my background or have heard of what I'd done. My background was helping very resistant lawyers that if I would have told them, hey, close your eyes, walk down some steps and go deeper, language patterns, timelines, imagination techniques, and all the other stuff that everybody's talking about, they literally would have looked at me and laughed. So the way I really designed this program is based on my own over 10 years experience of actually treating clients. And it's really understanding how to work with very resistant clients and essentially creating a therapeutic strategy where I could actually help them have their biggest breakthroughs without them knowing I had even begun. Now, in order for me to do this and to get really bypass their real conscious and critical thinking, I couldn't use language patterns. I couldn't use the walk down the stairs technique. I couldn't use regressions. I couldn't use timeline. Those things weren't available to me because my clients would have literally laughed at me. So what I put together, guys, is the masterclass to show you how to actually do proper therapy that's going to help your clients have immediate and rapid breakthroughs regardless of the problem. Now, what's funny is we've really only taught this to already established therapists and coaches, and I want to make another distinction here. This is not a masterclass if you're just starting out. If you've never done any therapy training before, this is not the class for you because it will not make sense. Essentially, why we've done this and why I put this together is to bring in very established therapists and coaches and show them how to take the training wheels off their strategies, to get rid of the scripts, to get rid of the timeline, to get rid of the language patterns and all the clunky and awkward and very obvious techniques that alert your clients that you have begun to hypnotize them or you have begun the session, which instantly brings up their resistance. So this is the type of training that you're not going to get anywhere else. This is not based on regurgitated techniques that I've learned from another guru, or I've sat in a class and had, my mentor read a book to me and I'm just going to read the same things to you. This is not what this class is about. This is showing you what I've developed for myself, well over 10 years of experience actually treating clients in live situations with not only smoking, with heavy traumas, with rape, with weight loss, with anxieties, with fears, anything you can imagine. This strategy and this advanced thinking in therapy is the class for you. And I'm going to be showing you how to do this live in a 2-day event. So what are the biggest problems that this masterclass is going to solve for you? So if you ever found yourself reading scripts that just don't work, doing the timeline therapy where your client can't imagine or can't float above their timeline, doing the regressions and looking for certain scenes that your client can't access, your client's not staying in trance, they're not going deep enough in trance, they're essentially not playing along, or they are, I should say, very resistant to your type of therapy strategy. And no matter how many certifications you have, how many techniques you know, you literally sit in front of your client and you find yourself stuck for what to say, what to do next, how to overcome resistance. But also you're struggling with, once your client leaves your office, within a couple of days, they're calling you back saying it hasn't worked. Or alternatively, you're having to spend session after session after session after session, days into weeks, weeks into months, and even months into years, and you're not having breakthroughs. And you're essentially at the end of your rope wondering, what the hell am I supposed to do now? This is the biggest problem this masterclass over the next 2 days is going to be resolving for you. It's going to be taking the training wheels off the way that you do things now and turning you into an absolute expert when it comes to therapy. Not an absolute expert into putting your clients in trance, the language patterns, more timelines, more regressions, more fancy techniques would just essentially violate the same rules that we sort of go into when working with clients. It's getting rid of all of those things. Let's think about it like this. We know our clients' problems exist unconsciously. You and I know that. My problems do, so do your problems. And when we sit in front of a client and we start to apply things like language patterns, regressions, techniques, timelines, all those sorts of things, we are violating the number one rule and the biggest issue that you cause yourself as a therapist or a coach, which is you are now trying to solve your client's problem. Now, this sounds ridiculous because a client has paid us as their therapist to solve their problem. But as soon as we go into a session, creating conclusions that I already know what your problem is before we actually find out what it is, we know the root cause and things like that. Plus, I have a technique that's going to solve your problem. You are now violating the biggest rule, which is I'm going to solve your problem the best way that I know how. And there's one thing the client's unconscious mind does not like is being told what to do. Let's think about it like this. If you have a certain technique that you apply to a client, you are now robbing your client's unconscious mind to figure out the problem, the solution for the problem for themselves. Now think about it like this. Think of how limiting that is. And this really causes one of the biggest issues when it comes to seeing clients, which is having to do session after session after session, and essentially getting to the end of your 1, 2, 3, 4 type mechanical step formula, and then realizing it hasn't worked and wondering what to do next. It's because we violated that very unconscious rule, which is now you're trying to solve your client's problem. Now, I fell into this myself as well. I used to put so much pressure and preparation time into that before actually seeing my clients. And I felt like I had to perform in front of them because I was so busy trying to get them into trance, I forgot about all the therapeutic work. I was so busy trying to remember, what's that technique? What's that language pattern? What am I supposed to do here in step 5? What am I supposed to do here? And I got myself so overwhelmed and flustered that when I actually sat in front of my client, my mind went completely blank. So what this program is going to be showing you how to do is excuse yourself of all of those problems. Excuse yourself of having to remember the timelines, the techniques, reading the ridiculous scripts, doing all of those weird metaphors and trying to tell stories and trying to, figure out if your client can be hypnotized with suggestibility tests. Is taking the training wheels off all of those things. And the evidence you're going to see during this 2-day training is going to be very abundant. What this program, the way it's been developed is I'm not going to be reading from a book. We're not going to be learning the same rehashed techniques over and over with another fancy name. No, this is going to be 2 days of actual live demonstrations. So straight off, there's not going to be any boring long lectures. It's literally me going to be picking out a therapist and also a client that's going to work on a real problem. I'm going to be coaching those 2 people through every single part of the therapeutic intervention. Now, notice what I said there. It's not about learning how to put people in trance. It's not about deepening your client. This is not about the hypnosis part of it. This is about the therapy, because this is all your clients pay for. Your clients don't care how they go into hypnosis. Your clients don't care how deep you can get them into hypnosis. If you can't get a result for your client, you are wasting your time and theirs. So again, this is what this masterclass is about. It's showing you the real therapeutic intervention that has been developed over well over 10 years of actually sitting in front of live clients, not from a book, not from another guru. And I'm going to be showing you how to do this live. We call this the hot seat. We recently just did this training program. We actually did 2 over the last 6 weeks or something like that. And we had well over 18 demonstrations, live demonstrations with real actual problems, from anxiety to fear. We even had a student with weight issues. We had another student that had issues with her lungs from the coronavirus. and we resolve those things on the spot within half an hour to 45 minutes. I think the longest session we had went for about an hour. And to this date, several weeks after, these students of ours have still had complete breakthroughs. Now, it's all well and good to say that in the students of the program, but what have the benefits been for the students who are actually taking this course? Well, on every occasion now, the only reports I'm seeing, which is very, very cool, is the students telling me, you know what, Scott, since doing the training program, I used to have to take 5, 6, 7, even 8 sessions with my client. And I did one session today that took me 39 minutes, one of our testimonies, so it's 39 minutes. And I'd exhausted every technique possible. And I've been working with this client for weeks. And now the problem is finally gone after one 39-minute session. Alternatively, other students are telling me I'm now not having to use 6 sessions anymore. I've got it down to like 45 minutes to an hour. And I've also doubled my prices. So again, I'm going to be talking about in the next part of this video, what's the link here to learning this style of hypnosis in regards to business, in regards to having quicker breakthroughs. So let me recap just quickly. The biggest problems that I see in the industry today are the traditional trainings based around techniques, strategies, the timelines, the language patterns, the awkward, clunky scripts, and all those sorts of things, which are very hit and miss. I mean, look at it for your clients, for yourself. Have you noticed how one of your clients has a good result, then another client has no results? Another client has a really good result, then 3 or 4 clients in a row just have subpar results? Why does this happen? Well, it's because of the type of strategies you're applying to each individual person. I mean, that every person is different. So we're going to get rid of all of those issues. Essentially, you're going to learn how to do this style of complete therapy, all the parts of the therapy intervention without ever having to prepare for your sessions again, ever having to learn more language patterns or techniques. We're going to get rid of all of those things. You'll never read a script again. You'll never have to read from a book, and you'll never have to prepare your sessions ever again. You can essentially do this on the fly, no matter where you are, no matter what your client's problem is, how big the problem is, or even if they've been hypnotized before. All of those things do not matter in this circumstance. So now let's talk about the link to this style of therapy and these quick breakthroughs in regards to your business and making more money and building an incredible reputation in the industry as well. Now, in terms of business and having rapid breakthroughs, let me really explain what it means by this. So let's say, for example, the current way you're doing therapy right now, it takes you 30 days, 60 days, even 90 days. I've even seen some therapists, which is fine, just based on the way that they do things. It takes them maybe 6 months to work with a client. And sure, you might have a pretty good price tag attached to this, but you've got to think the economics of this. Let's think logical for a second. The longer you spend with clients, no matter how much you get paid up front, the longer you have to distribute that cost that they have paid you for their breakthrough over longer periods of time, which means you're actually going to pay yourself less the longer you spend with clients. Also, on top of this, we've got to realize this about our clients: they're extremely lazy. The chances of them dropping off, the longer it takes for them to have a breakthrough, is extremely high, which means that now you're not getting good testimonials, which mean you can't market your service properly. You're not getting good results, and now they probably want their money back. And these clients are taking so long to have a breakthrough that you're going to start to exhaust the current strategies you have when you realize, hey, I'm just repeating myself here in the same sort of strategy. Why isn't it working? Where's the breakthrough I'm supposed to have? Why is this taking so goddamn long to have a breakthrough? Again, it's based on the sort of training wheel type therapy strategies that you're using right now. And this is what this masterclass is going to be resolving for you. Like I mentioned before, creating a reputation in this industry is not about just how many certifications you have or who you were trained by. These are things your clients don't care about. Clients want results. Have you ever heard a client say to you, I want you to sort of wave a magic wand on top of my head and make my problem go away? As funny as that is and ridiculous as this, there's some truth to this. And trust me when I say this, and this is from my own experience. My therapy clients never said to me, Scott, I'm going to pay you $1,500 to quit smoking. Take your time. Like literally take as long as you need. No, my clients wanted speed. Hence why I had to develop this style of therapy for my clients. They didn't have days to have a breakthrough. They didn't have weeks. They definitely didn't have months. They wanted things done immediately. And when I realized I could do this and I trimmed away all the fat, like 97% of the things that everybody else are doing, I found this real fast therapeutic strategy to apply to all my clients. Breakthroughs were pretty much immediate, and clients were happy to pay 5 times the price, 10 times the price of the average stop smoking price that was in the industry at the time. And again, this is what this masterclass is showing you how to do. There is nothing more beneficial to your reputation your skill set, your confidence, but the business itself by creating fast breakthroughs. Now, you might already be thinking, well, Scott, I can do a breakthrough in 30 days. That's fast enough. Is it? Is there a chance that it could get quicker? I'm here to tell you absolutely yes. Literally, if you're having to see clients session after session after session with audios and homework and all of these other things, there's nothing wrong with that. But you're taking far too long for a client to have a breakthrough, and the chances of them having to do all this extracurricular stuff to get a breakthrough is going to start to diminish, and that's going to start to show up in your results. So regardless whether I've trained very advanced therapists, very advanced hypnotherapists, coaches, NLPs, they all say the same thing. This has drastically cut my time with my clients down. I used to have to do sessions. Now it's down to session, and my client is walking away without a shadow of a doubt that they've had a breakthrough. To the extent now, this client that I would normally have to spend 30 days with or 60 days or have been to another therapist or a coach for that took far too long to have the breakthrough is now sending me referrals. And these referrals are happy to pay this higher price because they want their breakthrough as quick as possible. And again, as I mentioned before, that's what this masterclass is about. It's adding speed to the way that you do therapy, but also helping the economics of your business. We don't have to spend as much time with clients, which means you're going to get paid more, and it's going to build a rock solid reputation in the industry for you. Regardless whether you're a therapist, coach, or hypnotherapist, that is the biggest problem this masterclass is going to be resolving for you. The next point I want to talk about is the lifetime value that you get, the support, and also the Facebook community as well. And it's very, very simple. Once you've enrolled in this program once, you have lifetime access to attend as many of these 2-day programs as you wish, whether we do it 10 times a year, 20 times a year, 15 times a year, whatever it is. All you have to do is once you're a part of the program, I will have your enrollment. You'll also be a part of our Facebook group. And when I launch the new dates, whether it's every other month or however many times we teach this, all you have to do is just let me know that you're going to attend. I'll put your name on the list, and there you go. You never have to pay ever again to re-enroll into this program. Plus, every time that we do a training, we obviously record the content. You'll get the next piece of recorded content. So up until this point, we have actually done 2 classes so far this year in 2021. So once you've enrolled, you'll actually get those old recordings, which is roughly about 21 hours of footage. Plus you'll have the recordings you'll get on your training as well. And like I said, if we train this 50 times in the next couple of years, you can attend for free every single time. Obviously, just making sure the dates and times suit you as well. Alongside that, you'll also be a part of our private Facebook community. This is only for our students, and you have lifetime access to this. You do not have to pay to stay in the program or the Facebook group. You have lifetime access. And this is an incredible place to start to interact with all the other students that have maybe been on the same course as you or previous courses and get a ton of practice in. Right now, we only just finished a training about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We've actually had one of our students do about 65 training sessions with the other students, and has gone from literal, I'm just learning conversational hypnosis, to an absolute expert. So what does this mean in regards to your business? Now, as I mentioned before, getting incredibly good at really mastering this style of therapy is going to shorten the breakthroughs that you have with your clients, meaning you're going to make more money in your business over shorter breakthroughs. We know that the longer we spend with clients, the more we have to distribute that money over longer periods of time. Thus, the longer you take with clients, the less you're actually paying yourself. So think about the impact this would have not only on your therapeutic knowledge or therapeutic mastery, but also your business as well, to get a ton of training sessions or a ton of practicing with those other students as well. And you have lifetime access to that as well. On top of that, you guys also have lifetime access to me. So what does this mean? This means that once you've enrolled in the program, you can literally reach out to me on Facebook, send me a message about anything therapy related, because that's the program you're in, and I'll be there to answer it. I also do multiple Facebook Lives in this group every single week. Plus, on top of that, I host free masterclasses. We actually just did a close to 3-hour masterclass just last weekend, which you have unlimited access to. It is free. You can either be there for the masterclass, which is live, or you can just access the recordings after as well. So you're never going to see this type of value, this type of support anywhere else. And think about the long-term effect this will have on your confidence, your reputation, but also being surrounded by a community of therapists and coaches just like you, mastering this incredible skill. So just to recap quickly, Once you've enrolled in this course once, you have lifetime and unlimited access to enroll into the next courses for free as many times as you like, as often as you like, plus you get all the recordings, you get access to me, you'll have access to my free little courses or mini courses that we have in the group as well, plus the Facebook Lives, and this is real lifetime access. So it's very, very simple to get started. All you have to do, guys, is just click on the link below. It'll take you straight through to PayPal, into the enrollment. And once you're in, you're in. You'll literally have access to the Facebook group straight away. You'll have access to all the old recordings as well. Plus your name will be on the list for the next upcoming training and the dates and the times. And like I said, once you've enrolled once, guys, that's it. You're with us for life. You never have to pay a cent to stay in the program. You never have to pay again to re-enroll in the program, to stay in the Facebook group, to get all the support, all the bonuses that we give. That is all part of your enrollment. Click on the link below, guys. We have a full pay option of $997. That is in Australian dollars. Plus, we also have a 2-split payment plan. It's very, very simple. All the information's in that link below. I so look forward to seeing you in this program. I'm excited. I hope you guys are. This is really the first step into changing everything you do as a therapist, a hypnotherapist, a coach, NLP practitioner, a healer. And from this point forward, this is really how you master therapy. This is how you're going to turn sessions into session, no matter what your client's problems are, how big, how small, and it's going to help you build the best reputation in the industry. I'm excited, guys. I'll see you on the training. Bye for now.